Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at Tangrowth in the Master Premier Classic. But first, like I usually say, I was testing things out and I had a failed experiment. That's why my elo drops and all that stuff. Well, today I'm going to actually show you some of the failed experiments that I did have today, and that is going to be with Toxicroak. So this is going to be equipped as my best buddy, so essentially making it a level 40. And you can make it excel in the Premier. I have a level 50. I will show you those stats here after I do give you the initial Pokemon that we're going to be using. So 100% completely maxed out. I would bring it into the Open Master League, but it's just not worth it. You might as well just bring Machamp or Conkeldurr, I guess. So anyway, just, a fun little thing I thought I'd take a look at here, but I failed on every single battle that I did do because it was just like the counter in the back, it was over. I needed perfect alignment, and it just wasn't happening. So we'll take a look at one more here. Before we do continue on, make sure you get this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And we have a mirror match with Snorlax. So I don't really like these. You got to play the guessing game. So I suppose you just throw body slams. Wait for them to go superpower because you're not going to be threatened. Unless you're a Shadow, which is going to be doing more. You should be looking pretty good, like you can see here. So they debuffed themselves 2 times. We have plenty of energy. We're going to go ahead and throw Body Slam to see if they want to shield up that. They don't. Wow. So we could have done a lot of damage to double debuff Snorlax, but we went Body Slam. Okay. So they swap into their Gyarados. We're bringing in our Togekiss here. And Tangrowth is going to be in the back. Well, no. This is the Toxicroak. Alright, we'll look at the Toxicroak. So far, okay, right? I guess we'll see. It's just so squishy. I mean, it's an Ultra League. Come on. So we needed the Toxicroak to line up here, but, gonna go ahead and throw a Flamethrower. And, yeah, this is how my mornings, well, I wouldn't say morning, but whenever I start my Go Battle League days, I usually like to use one set as a test run just to see what we can do. I will admit Toxicroak was a bit ultra spicy, but I wanted to kind of close out the season like that. But it wasn't happening, as you can see here. I tried. Stick it out to the very end. I do back out because it does annoy me, and I'm not like, I can't win with it. Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but we move on. We pick something meta like Tangrowth here that obscures the whole screen. What's up with that? Can they zoom the camera out just a little bit? Because it's a little bit much there, but it's kind of funny, but it doesn't really matter. But let's go ahead and take a look at Shiny Tangrowth. This is a good Pokemon for sure, so this is a nice lead. Swapping into their Metagross, we're going to go ahead and bring in Excadrill. Now, I do believe we are only going to be pairing it up with Excadrill for this one battle here, and then it's going to be Conkeldurr and then Snorlax for the remainder of the video. So we're going to shield that up. Earthquake, okay, good call. And what we could have done is underfarmed or undertapped the Drill Run and done a little bit more damage and charged up a little bit more with our quick move, but that's okay. They're bringing in their own Excadrill here, and I'm thinking, wait, we'll go ahead and shield this up. Swap into our Tangrowth, and they bring in their Gyarados. We're going to go ahead and go Rock Slide. See, the nice thing about Tangrowth is it's going to be able to hit Excadrill, Togekiss, and Dragonite, anything flying Gyarados. So it's a pretty nice grass type to use for sure. And, you should be able to get those candy seeing that you don't need to make it an XL. In comes our Excadrill here. We're going to have to go down. There's no more shields. In comes the Metagross, and we're able to farm it down there. And that's the only time we do use Metagross, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, so we're going to be going the rest of the time with this team here. So we have another nice lead. And I feel like, we've used this team before. It was in a past season, but I just wanted to bring it back to see how it would do again. As far as this meta is concerned, it's really not too crazy changed. It's it's kind of the same since you can't really use legendaries or mythicals. Those were the things that kind of shook up the meta. Zarude, Zacian, but those aren't here, so you're just stuck with the typical handful stuff, which is fine. I usually enjoy this. It was just really crazy as far as all the bugs. I'm not going to put it all on that. I went a little too hard on trying to test things out. I just didn't care. It was fine. It is what it is. And then next season is just going to be a complete meme season. So we're going to have a lot of fun testing things out because, well, if you haven't heard or watched my last video regarding Season 11, it is not going to be taken serious. Well, I mean, they didn't say that. Basically, you're not going to get up to legend rank. You're going to get to the 20 like before. Anybody can get there just by simply battling And you should be able to get a Pikachu Libre. Pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Everybody's going to be able to get it. We've seen this kind of thing happen before. And they are also going to do something during Go Battle Day. Some sort of new tests. I don't know what's going to happen there. We'll have to see. Yeah, I'm stepping away from the commentary. But, you know, just talking about it. It seems pretty fun. I know I was going hard on the whole... when you're supposed to get Legend to actually be able to register. It's just funny to me because, like, come on, what's with that? But all in all, I'm glad they are definitely just slowing it down. Okay, guys, just take it easy with all this update stuff. We appreciate it. It's fun for the shakeup, but you really need to get your game together. So this is a good step, and I'll just leave it at that. Basically, it's going to be nice. Hopefully, they can get their stuff in order for this. Okay, anyways, we have our Tangrowth up against a Gyarados here, and they've got the debuff from the Crunch. They're shielding up the Rock Slide. And what do you want to do? Rock Slide or Power Whip? Just go Rock Slide. All right, it's taking less energy and it's super effective. Non-stab, but Power Whip is actually just neutral, right? Because of the flying. Going for Rock Slide again, not quite enough. Also, your Power Whip's doing a good amount of damage, and they're able to farm us down. They should have energy here. All right, we're going to be able to counter them down before they get anything off. Great. And if this is the battle, yep, this is a pretty fun one. So at this point, we're going to... Okay, wait. Never mind. I think this may be the one. There's two battles with my Conkeldurr that I have that are just kind of funny here. So we shield that up. This is not the one that I'm thinking of. Actually, no, wait, it is. Both of the battles with Swampert are funny. So we swap into our Gyarados here, and I could have just went Dynamic Punch, right? And the matchup with Gyarados with Swampert is just amazing. So it's like, what are you doing, Poke? What? I don't know, folks. I don't know what I'm doing. But whatever. Sometimes you just impulsively just swap. You're like, oh yeah. Oh man, big chunks of ice are falling. It's getting really warm over here. We got some rain. Streets are really bad. It's not warmed up. Streets are okay. So they're coming back in here with their final Pokemon, Swampert. We're going for Crunch, immediately bringing in our Conkeldurr and going for Dynamic Punch. I literally took the longest way home. Longest way home. All right. Next battle, we're met with a great lead. Excadrill leading with Conkeldurr here. And they're swapping into Gyarados. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Tangrowth. And I can't see what move that thing has because I can't see what's going on. Pretty sure it's a waterfall. Let's see. Going for Crunch and getting the debuff, unfortunately. That's not great, but that's okay. They're letting that go. And that is waterfall, yeah. It's doing more damage because of the debuff. So we're going to go for another Rock Slide here, which will easily KO. They're letting it go, which is great. At the expense of a shield, but they think, okay, they want to come in here and farm down with Metagross. Let's see how much Power Whip does. You're going to be surprised. It's actually okay. That's a decent chunk of health there. If you get stuck in this situation and you're able to get 2 off, hey, that's, they're going below half health. Okay, so we just did the O-Swapperoo here, and Excadrill. We'll go ahead and let this go. We can take it. See, the thing about Excadrill is the quick move is really not doing much. It can add up if you're still sub, I guess, but... We don't need to worry about it. They still have 2 shields, and things are getting a little banana. Actually, no, they're not. Getting a little bananas. Yeah, this is, I honestly didn't even need to get that off. That was just wasting time. So we have plenty of health. Although Meteor Bashes do add up. Yeah, so that's 1, it's 2. Yeah, so we're going to let it go just because, I don't need to shield it up. And they're like, All right, good game. Moving on to our next opponent, folks. What are we going to see? It's going to be badly. Okay. See how we handle this. Swapping into a Gyarados with the waterfall. Yeah. Now, if we had Dragon Breath, we wouldn't swap into this. Actually, I wouldn't even put it on the team as a safe swap for Togekiss with Dragon Breath because that's not a good counter. Since we do have that, we're doing more damage. Look at that. Below half. Or actually about half. Going for Ancient Power. No boost. And going for an Aqua Tail here. Let's see it. Oh, getting a shield. 2 shields out of them. Okay, I'll take it. So this is kind of an awkward position here. We're obviously going Tangrowth because we're not taking super effective damage. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Getting to it. Kind of wanted to farm more, but I don't see why you would want to farm up more on a, Togekiss Charm. In comes a Metagross. We immediately swap. We have to, and it's a Swampert in the... Okay, it's this battle that I was thinking of. All right, so this is fun. We're going to let this go here. And... I'm getting a little nervous. We have like the perfect counters, but they're in the wrong order, of course. We have the Tangrowth in the back with good health, but if it goes up against Metagross, that's not great. So we let the first Hydro Cannon go, and I'm just looking at the clock like, come on. They bring in that Metagross. We're going to go ahead and go for the Dynamic Punch here and then swap into Tangrowth. We have energy. Remember how much damage we did with the Power Whip. We're not going to survive, unfortunately. We're not going to be able to get there. Never mind. Okay, this is not even the battle I'm thinking of yet again. Forget it. We'll see it when it happens. Next one, we have a Excadrill, great lead. Swapping into Garchomp, we're going to go ahead and bring in our Gyarados here with Waterfall. That's also going to be a nice counter. If it does have Dragon Breath, that works perfectly fine. Or if you have a nice Legacy Gyarados with Dragon Tail, that works probably the best. Alright, so we're going to get that through. No shields. We don't have to worry about the quick move. It's doing no damage. I do believe we will let this go, knowing that it is going to be a... never mind. Shit. Got some lag, and I'm thinking, oh, you know, I could have just... I think we get a third shield. Yep. Look at that. So, I already removed the... Actually, did I even have to remove it? I think they used profanity, and it just automatically censored them. But somebody was pointing out... in a rude way. There was plenty of people pointing out the fact that I got a third shield in my last Go Battle video, which I was completely aware of. All right, I don't need to. Do I need to point it out every time? So there it was. Yep, got a third shield, and it's BS, right? And there's many battles where it happened with my opponent. Then there it was, and it happened too. I just don't have them all in here. You all know it's not like some sort of like super ultra rare encounter thing that happens once in a blue moon. Third shields happen probably like 2 or 3 times per set, maybe once, anywhere between 1 and 3 or 4, maybe even 5. Who knows, depending on how your game runs for you. But it is pretty bad, so I can see why they're going to take a season off to just take it easy, you know, slow it down for a little bit. So we're up against a Magnezone here. We can survive a wild charge. Survive a wild charge over here. All right, gonna go for a superpower. Gonna do a lot of damage, obviously. It's gonna one-shot. Very nice. Thank you, Snorlax. You did your job. In comes Garchomp, and not able to get to that body slam. That's all right. Shielding it up. Okay. Will this even KO since we debuffed ourselves? Let's see what happens. Yep, they're shielding it up. Nope. Okay. We still have a shield left. We're all right. I think we're gonna go Tangrowth and farm up here. Conkeldurr just simply doesn't have enough HP to survive all those Dragon Tails, and if it does, it's gonna barely come out with any HP. So yep, and they have a Gyarados in the back with no shields. Tangrowth, let's go for the rock slide, buddy. 1 and 2 will be enough here, and we're not even going to farm anymore. We're just going to go right for it because Garchomp doesn't have any health. We don't need to worry about all that energy. And then Conkeldurr comes in and swipes him with his concrete slab. Let's get it. Next battle, we're met with a Garchomp and has Dragon Tail. I cannot stand that. All right, so let's go. Super strong. This thing is crazy good. Garchomp is just a cool Pokemon. Probably got to be like top 5, right? Not even for me, like just all-around design, usability. In Pokemon Go in the main series, just an awesome, cool Pokemon. All right. You know, honestly, let's talk about his Mega really quick. It's, you know, makes it better. Every Mega makes it better. I'm going to be brutally honest. It doesn't look too cool to me. I wish it looked a little bit different. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Is that just me? It's not horrible. But I feel like Garchomp could have had such a much more epic design than they gave it. But hey, let's not, you know, drag anybody's special Mega down here. So let's go ahead and see what's happening. And countering down Snorlax. He's cracking his neck like, bring it on, let's go. I love it when they do that, especially at the perfect time. It's just so cool. I wish they did it more often, as well as multiple different kind of movements that didn't really look awkward or interfere with the battle. But you know what I mean. Anyways, also I wish we could do that on command so we can take those pictures. Sometimes I'm sitting there for a thumbnail, like a photo shoot, man, like I'm a cameraman working with some sort of like spoiled supermodel or something, and I'm waiting for this dang Pokemon to do its little special pose, little, you know, movement that they do that you can't make activated. And whew, sometimes I'm sitting there for like 15 minutes, no joke, and it doesn't even happen. So I just put it on record. Like, forget it. I'll just record it, and if it happens, I'll look through it, and if it does, I'll get it. Yeah, just a little insight on how I get some of those images. I've already shown how I did it too before. I have a more refined, clean way to do it, but I don't really want to show it. Sorry. Next battle. Oh, Heracross. Oh boy. Spicing things up here a little bit. Get into the Rock Blast. I always like Heracross because it does resist fighting as well. If you do encounter another fighter, also it does resist ground. So you can win this, you know, it's not no problem. You just got to shield out this Aqua Tail. It depends on if they shield. Looks like they're not. They let it go. You know, we're looking pretty good here. But we can get to another Aqua Tail, but it will require another shield. So we're going to go ahead and catch. And this is going to be an Aqua Tail, I would assume, because, you know, Dark's not very effective to fighting. And it is. We caught a not very effective Aqua Tail. Great. They're going to be catching, or we didn't throw. Good thing we didn't, because Power Whip does so much more here. Up against Heracross. And we're going to be able to do plenty of damage. People that think they're going to farm you all the way down, I mean, that's, you know, they can, I guess, but you're going to take a look. Look at their health already. Let's go. See, one more Power Whip, then we're done. So, yeah, pretty nice. Tangrowth can hold its own up against Heracross. Not bad at all. Completely resisting it in every single way, and also tanky. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Heracross and try to farm up here. I think we're going to want to shield this up. Yeah, we're going to farm down for sure. We got to be on our toes. Yep, exactly. Good call. We need to keep that Heracross alive. So bringing in the Snorlax to absorb that. I think we're just going to farm down here. Absolutely. And they get to another one right at the tail end. Are you serious? Come on, are you serious? Alright, so taking them out there. They still have a shield, but the Heracross has energy. Snorlax is loaded. We're ready to go. Let's see what happens here. Coming in with an Excadrill. Going to throw that immediately here. So it starts to get a little crazy. Alright, I'm looking at the clock. Almost ready. Unfortunately, not able to get there. But it's still doable. Let's go. Let's see what happens here. In comes Heracross. And we're going to be able... I was worried they're going to catch. I think they could have. Maybe they're locked. I wasn't paying attention. But we're taking the win. Let's go. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on. I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.